Hello everybody, this is Dan from ESLVietnamZone.com, and in today's video I'm going to tell you everything you have to know about the necessary documents, particularly criminal record and university degree, needed for working as an ESL teacher in Vietnam. One of my website viewers asked me the following questions through email, and I'm going to read the original email for you. I have some questions about the clean criminal background requirement which concerns the working visa. But actually most of the schools which advertise online also request it seems. So, does my record need to be translated? Can I just come to Vietnam with my record in Italian? I'm from Italy. Or do I need some sort of notarization? If so, can this be done in Italian consulate in Vietnam, or everything must be done at the Vietnamese embassy in Italy? Same questions regarding my degree, which is from a UK university though. First of all, the documents you bring with you in Vietnam should be translated into English, so a potential employer can read and understand it. If you want to go even further, then you can translate your documents into Vietnamese. Vietnamese embassy from Italy can do that. I was never asked to provide my documents translated into Vietnamese. Just make sure your documents are translated by an authorized translator. Criminal record. The criminal record has a very limited validity. In Romania is 30 days if I remember correctly. I've been living in Vietnam since 2005, so getting a criminal record from Romania would be impossible for me. Everybody who has been living in Vietnam for more than 6 months can get a criminal record from the police station of the area they live in. Big name schools require the criminal record, but all others don't. So get your criminal record, translate it into English, and that's it. University degree and teaching certificate. As the criminal record, they should be translated into English. I also recommend you to photocopy them and authenticate them by a public notary, so you can use them instead of using the original documents. All of my documents are translated into English by a Romanian authorized translator and authenticated by a Romanian public notary. I have no problem using them. My original documents are still back home in Romania. You may be asked to show the original documents, never happened to me, especially if you try to obtain a working permit. So, having the original documents with you won't hurt. Although a legalized and authenticated photocopy of a document can replace the original document, nonsense things can happen, and Vietnam is one place where they do happen. You can also translate the teaching certificate and the university degree into Vietnamese through the Vietnamese embassy in Italy. But as I said before, the English version will do just fine. When schools advertise a job online, they want to make the job look as serious as possible, so the potential teacher won't have a bad impression about the school and the job. So they write in the advertisement how the ideal candidate should be. Native speaker of English, American, university degree, at least 5 years teaching experience, teaching certificate, clean criminal record, blonde hair, European. Most Vietnamese use the word European instead of Caucasian. Blue eyes, big nose, etc. However, they hire the best teacher they find, not the teacher they want. The reality is that we teach English as a second language, and a degree in agronomy, for example, doesn't prove anything. As a matter of fact, a university degree is not a requirement when applying for a teaching certificate course. It is just recommended. However, photocopy your documents, authenticate the photocopies, translate them into English and authenticate the translations. Do this and you should be fine. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Talk to you next time.